Hi, and welcome to Al's Guitars. Tonight we have some bonus footage, as well as I'm going to answer a couple of additional questions that came in on this Martin 00018 from 1927. We had some comments that came in, through the Faceagram and through the MySpace and all that stuff. And what we had essentially was, very first question was, who did the work on this guitar? And that came right through the old Electrons section of YouTube. The work that was done on this guitar was done by Gary Zimnicki, who is both a friend of mine and a very fine luthier. There's extensive work that has been done to this instrument. There's numerous crack repairs that were performed, as well as the neck has been reset, plus a whole bunch of other things that I really don't want to let out of the bag, because Mr. Zimnicki has his own YouTube channel. It is Zimnicki Guitars, and you should see it right there appearing below. Please go over to his channel on YouTube, where in a couple of weeks he will be starting a whole series showing and detailing with video the whole restoration process of this fine instrument. As well, you might want to check ZimnickiGuitars.com, where he has instruments of his own, even if you're not in the market, just to go over there and see the unbelievable workmanship, quality. Just his pictures are just wonderful, these staggering instruments. Anyway, one of the comments that I received about this guitar was that I want to get a closer look of it. So I've got some footage where we're going to zoom right in on it. Let's do that right now. Okay, we're going to zoom right in on this instrument. As you can see, there are several top cracks that go along the grain of the top, some that go beyond the bridge. Overall, it's in surprisingly good shape when you consider the age of it. If you haven't seen the original video that I shot on this, at the end of this video there will be a hot link right there that takes you right over to it. I do a complete test of this guitar. We go inside it, we look all over the guitar, we go inside it to see what repairs have been done, how the original Martin workmanship is. Really, it's quite the interesting voyage into the 1920s. As you can see, it's got a rosewood overlay. These are original tuners. You have an ebony nut, which is an original style for this, as well as the bridge of the guitar is a replacement bridge that Mr. Zimnicki made. However, it is just a flat ebony piece, which is what it would have had. Looking at the back of the guitar, it has a relatively small heel, almost surprising for its age. The neck profile is not like a modern Martin at all. However, it is a fairly comfortable neck profile. I would even go so far to say as it's fairly fast, because it's not very deep, but it's very flatted on the back side of it. So it hits your thumb when you're doing bar chords completely different. This is a mahogany back and size, which is a Honduran mahogany back there. I believe it is enhanced a little bit with, I believe they may have used some stain on it, because it isn't a true red. It's more got of a brown cherry hue. Now, why are we in the dark? The reason we're in the dark is because if you watch the first video, you'll know that this guitar was refinished completely by Martin in 1929. However, that's a lot of years ago. What's happened since then? Now, for those of you who are not familiar with using a Blacklight, they're commercially available very cheaply today. You can get them in all kinds of LED forms. And as you see, the LED light, look what we have here. Right in the midst of several back cracks, you can see immediately the milky part of the finish, which appears just like this over here. That is all original. And you can see by the purple sections as they highlight, you have some mild respraying, and you have several cracks that have had some type of finish induced into the crack. Let's take a look at the front of it. When you look at it from the front, you can see that it is a much more consistent finish. However, where there were a few nicks that were made along the way, you can see in the purple that is where they show up. You've got some fill going on here, not too much over here. Oh, look, you've got a little bit of fill going on here in this crack. You can see how it kind of dances, as well as there appears to be a little highlight, although you can't be too sure, a little highlight around the bridge, which we know was replaced. All in all, if you don't own a Blacklight but you're interested in vintage guitars, you need to buy one. Well, that's about it. I just wanted to give you a little bit of bonus footage and some more insight into the guitar and answer what people had said. One of the things that I didn't mention is this guitar was originally equipped and is still equipped with bar frets. They were all replaced in the same manner. Gary's going to go into, on his channel, a much more in-depth description of them, but essentially they are that. They are large bars that are sunk far into the fretboard as opposed to the tangs that are used in a modern guitar. You can actually tell the difference. The luthier has to shape them and crown them as he sees fit. Extremely easy to bar. They are narrow, high frets, and then you put a crown to them, but they really do aid you in being able to very almost effortlessly bar. I mean, I am no world-class guitarist, and I find them extremely easy to fret. Including, I mean, way up. It doesn't matter how high you go. Of course, the action is very good on this guitar, but no buzzing, none at all. So it's a wonder, as far as we've come, how far have we come? Anyway, I thank you for joining me tonight. Please go back and look at part one of this guitar, because there's a lot of fantastic just information that I would really like everyone out there in the Martin community to enjoy getting a rare chance to look at. Anyway, that's all I have for you tonight. Be sure to bounce over to Zimnicki Guitars. Be sure to like it. Be sure to subscribe, because subscriptions sure would help the channel and allow me to bring you more guitars just like this. So thank you very much.